Yeah, we like to come down here and feed the fish. This is a nice little quiet place to sit and hang out, but I want to show you a few more things today, so come on with us. Let's go. Come on, Charlie. Let's go.
Hello, Charlie. Canadian comedy legend Tom Green is living back in Canada
Look at the squirrel.
and loving life on the new farm. But of course, yeah, kind of almost off the grid, but the stage is never far.
Yeah,
and you're back on stage in Hamilton this weekend.
4 shows here in Hamilton this weekend.
Sold out, no surprise.
Yeah, down at Levity.
Yeah.
It's going to be great, Levity Live, and Charlie's on stage with me as well. So.
If you're just tuning in now, this is not our adoptable pet segment.
No.
No. Hi, Charlie.
You can't have Charlie. Charlie is a rescue, though, from the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And she's just a little over 2 years old now. And we've been having a good couple of years together. I adopted her a little over 2 years ago, and we traveled all over the United States in a van last year doing videos.
I know, we actually hooked up on Skype for the show doing that.
From a YouTube channel. We've made videos all year, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, but you're in showbiz now, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing good. She loves it on stage, so she comes on stage at my stand-up shows. At our shows,
right?
And it's our shows now, and she's awesome.
Same management company?
Yeah, absolutely. Charlie, jump up, jump up.
Yeah. So
jump up, jump up.
This is such a wild swing, the dichotomy here, because like back in. There was a point in time you were on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, the #1 show on MTV, starring in Road Trip, and you had Hollywood by its tail. And here you are, you're holding Charlie's tail back home in Canada and living on a farm. How's this new zen?
I love being back in Canada. You know, I was in Los Angeles for 20 years, and it just it sort of occurred to me during COVID, really, that I started doing a lot of my work that I do, you know, developing films and projects and things on Zoom calls, and I never had to go anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in my house in Los Angeles thinking, well, I don't have to be here. You know, I'd rather be where I want to be. You know, I want to be in Canada, but near my family and my friends, and I love Canada. So I've, you know, I'm a farmer now, basically.
Right, yeah.
I've become a farmer, but it's good. I'm going to continue doing my stand-up touring and stuff, but just making home base.
Speaking of family, so your parents are the most supportive parents in showbiz history.
Oh,
I mean, for fans of the show back in the day, I mean, you painted their house, you painted offensive images on Dad's car.
Yeah, that's true.
But they've supported you the whole way.
They've been great, and they're happy. They're actually happy that I'm home. You know,
yeah, I bet they are.
And they haven't painted my house yet.
That's coming.
No, but it's great. You know, I'm you know, get to spend a lot more time with them, and it's been awesome.
Yeah. Since we last talked, you reunited with your ex Drew Barrymore remotely. You were in New York and Los Angeles. It was all green screen. But then you were back on her show, and you actually got to connect for the first time in what? It had been 20 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's doing a show in New York, and I drove down and did her show, and it was nice to see her. It's it had been, I guess, probably almost it'd been about 18 years, I think, since we'd actually seen each other. But there we are. There we are. It was nice to see her on her show doing well, and it was weird. I'll be honest with you, it was kind of weird.
Right.
You know, because when you don't see someone for 18 years and then you reunite on
television,
it's a little strange. But it was kind of fitting because a lot of our relationship was on camera too. I mean, we met when she asked me to be in Charlie's Angels. So that's how we met. So we kind of met on camera, and we met again on camera, and she's doing great, so it's awesome.
Yeah. You're such a groundbreaker in so many areas, and there's so many comedians that have literally copied your work. Jimmy Kimmel is probably one of the most recent offenders.
Oh, did he? Okay, yeah.
He painted his parents' house.
Oh, yeah. They painted the house. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, I don't know, like, exactly how that happens, but there were a lot of bits that I did that got replicated and
you were
recreated.
A huge influence.
You know, it's I think my show started at a time where technology was changing, and we took advantage of taking video cameras and doing stuff out in the field and pranks.
Well,
and
you were
like
so ahead of your time in so many areas. Webovision, which was like a streaming talk show in the early 2000s, where you had like the likes of Val Kilmer and a who's who of Hollywood in your living room.
Yeah. It was kind of like this. You know, we just built a little TV studio in my living room, and it was an exciting time because it was before podcasting.
Yeah.
It was in the early 2000s, and I just started inviting all my comedian friends and people that I was fans of up to my house. I got to make so many great friends, and it was amazing.
And you had such a rabid fan base, and now there's people too catching on in the genius. Even Freddie Got Fingered is now getting some respect after.
Yeah, took a while for that to.
Took a while.
But it is nice that there's a lot of people that have kind of come around and. Like that.
Hey, we got to scoot.
The insanity of that movie.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for getting up early because you got a big weekend.
Hey, I wanted to come say congratulations, Bob. I mean, I was happy to be asked to come, send you off. You're retiring.
Yes. End of September.
That's incredible. You know, when I started doing stand-up comedy when I was like 15 years old, you were doing stand-up comedy at Yuck Yucks in Ottawa, and you were doing radio on 54 Rock. Yeah. And I was always a huge fan of yours, so I'm just happy to be here hanging out with you.
Thank you for the kind words. They're yelling at me right now. Apparently the weekend's coming. We need weekend weather.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.